Star Trek The Next Generation Season 2. Alex, it's been just about 4 weeks since we finished Season 1 of Star Trek The Next Generation. I'm very excited to jump in.
I am very excited, but honestly, it feels like there hasn't been a break at all. It's weird. It's like, oh, more Star Trek, great. It doesn't feel like a long break. But I just wanted to address, like, Season 2, like, people lump in Season 1 and 2 as being like, oh, Season 1 and 2. Or people just talk about Season 1, but, like, I've seen very little talk about Season 2 alone, and that makes me kind of very intrigued. Like, what is this like?
Yeah, I've heard all across the board everything you're saying in terms of, like, some people saying, oh, Season 2 has some of the best episodes of the whole show, or some people, oh, Season 2 is dealing with a writer's strike, so the stories aren't great. Like, just all over the board. So I'm trying to go in with just as clean of a slate as possible. I know it doesn't have the high praise of Season 3 and on, but hopefully it's not as wholesale negative as we got from Season 1 from our viewers, not from us, because we loved Season 1.
Oh yeah, if Season 1 taught us anything, it's like, just go in blind. That's my favorite thing to do. Just go in blind. Don't listen. Just like let the episodes speak for themselves and let the people tell you how stupid you are.
Yeah, well, they're definitely going to do that no matter what we do. So we're going to jump in Season 2, Episode 1. Okay.
It already looks like very different.
Ooh.
Oh, Worf's in yellow.
That sash looks a little updated.
Oh, he's got the beard!
Hailing frequencies open.
Transfer complete. Good luck on your mission.
Oh. Well, Data was in the back there, but where's Geordi?
Shuttle bay is secure, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Crusher. Make all preparations to get underway.
We're constructing the enclosure
you go.
on cargo deck 5.
Everyone's in yellow.
Take a look at the containment module our chief engineer has designed.
Chief engineer still has a nice ring to it.
Each of these units will have total environmental
Oh,
control.
Geordi's chief engineer, huh?
Take us out of orbit, Mr. Crusher. Set course for Odette 9.
Aye, sir.
I like that gray. Reminds me of the motion picture a little bit. Okay, so I guess that means Geordi just won't really be on the bridge as often, or I hope it's a good change. Oh boy, here we go. A special effect villain.
That was both our favorite villain from Season 1. Okay. Little fisheye.
Drone shot. Is that Troy?
Yeah.
Already?
Not the best hook for the opener of your second
alright.
season.
So much info was coming there at the beginning. I was trying to take it all in, but Riker's beard has joined the list with Scotty's Season 3 haircut as physical changes to kick off the season.
Although his beard does fit him much better than Scotty's slicked back hair.
Yeah, I mean, of course, we're more used to seeing Jonathan Frakes with a beard, so
Yeah.
I didn't know what happened in Season 2. I thought that was a Season 3 thing because of how many comments we've gotten. The show's good once he grows a beard, so does that mean it's good now?
Show's gonna be good now.
There has been an outbreak of an unclassified plasma plague in the Rocelli system.
Waiting to insert the modules.
Oh shit, Whoopi Goldberg.
I knew she was in the show. I had no idea when
I've
she would
heard-
appear.
I've heard of her character, yeah.
By the way, where is our new doctor? She reported in?
Not yet.
New doctor.
Wait, did you see Gates McFadden in the credits?
I don't know if I did. Oh no. But whoever this person is, it said guest starring for her character.
Okay.
So I don't know what the deal with that is.
Your eyes on board, and already she's found 10 forward.
I'll go get her.
No. I'll go.
If Dr. Crusher's not in the show, the Punisher.
Wait.
Not the best way to meet your new captain.
He looks good.
Yeah, seeing him and Geordi in yellow is really tripping me out. It's weird.
It's going to be hard leaving the Enterprise.
Mixed feelings for all of us. It's always hard leaving any ship, just as it was for your mother when she left to become head of Starfleet Medical.
Oh, pretty good scene for Wesley there. So they're both leaving the ship?
Is he going to Starfleet Academy finally?
So it's not a complete loss. Sorry. All right, sorry.
So is Dr. Pulaski.
Okay, so she must already be on the ship because they didn't, like, treat it like an introduction.
Yeah.
I like the bar inside of this room. How about that?
I have heard of the 10 forward bar before through,
Doctor, protocol may have been lax on your last assignment, but here on the Enterprise...
Sit down, Captain. You'd better listen to this.
Oh, yeah.
New look. I love how everyone's having small updates to their look except Picard. He just looks the exact same.
Yeah.
Take us to Warp 6 as soon as possible.
Acknowledge.
This is Dr. Catherine Pulaski. We'll handle the formal introductions later.
In the middle of the handshake.
Counselor Deanna Troy is pregnant. She is going to have a baby.
Baby. This is a surprise.
Picard's like, with who? I'll kill him.
At this growth rate, Counselor Troy will have her baby in about 36 hours.
Okay, hear me out. I might be wrong. I think the actress playing Dr. Polanski is the woman from Is There in Truth No Beauty? Her cadence of speaking and her face just like reminds me of that.
I don't mean to be indelicate. But who's the father?
Come on, man.
Captain, obviously the pregnancy must be terminated.
Jeez, Worf.
Okay, whoa.
Worf, you can't assume the intent was belligerent.
That is the safest assumption.
Captain, this is a life.
I hope this is like a normal thing to her, kind of like, you know, like the Daredevil Netflix show, whenever like Matt would like listen into a conversation and go, like if that's like an added element of her scenes, I guess. Or is it just
Oh, you know how she can like read people?
Yeah,
Reading
yeah.
the fetus inside of her?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Don't. I feel fine.
Yeah,
Better than
36
fine.
hours, so yeah, she's already.
Wonderful.
You're right.
Standard orbit.
As soon as Wesley turned around, what are you looking at?
Yeah.
As if no one in those chairs has ever turned around.
I want a complete, detailed manifest of everything you intend to bring aboard my ship.
Very good. I will allow you access to my computer banks, okay?
Still no one says goodbye in the future.
Like hanging up a phone call today is like, all right, okay, talk to you soon. All right,
Yeah.
sounds good. All
Have a
right,
good one.
talk to you later. All right, takes like 30 seconds to end the call, but in the future, waste no time.
Data, will you help me get to sick bay?
Already going in the labor.
I mean, just think about how fast hours pass in this show. It's like, in every episode, oh, we'll be there in 11 hours, then cut. You know, it's 11 hours later, no one's rested.
Counselor Troy is going to need the comfort of a human touch and not the cold hand of technology.
Doctor, I think Commander Data will do very nicely.
Although I understand, in technical terms, how life is formed, there's still a part of the process which eludes me.
Which process? He banged...
Well, I think that's what he means by he understands that part.
Okay.
It's happening.
How does it feel?
Data?
Yes?
Now.
Now, doctor.
He's more so interested in the actual human connection part of it because he obviously has no experience.
Okay.
Have your security men stand back. I understand the importance of having you here, but keep out from underfoot.
Could this really happen? Okay, the betas would get pregnant by an unknown force? Or are we just... Let me think on that one for a second.
Need to come up with the pun.
Yeah. Or are we just falsifying data? He's not even involved in the pregnancy.
Got him. You can relax.
Well, congratulations, Troy. You somehow had a baby. No one knows exactly what happened. You're a mom now.
What if this whole thing was just an excuse to boot her off the show? Yeah, well, I have to go raise your kid.
Yeah.
There. That's a good boy. Okay.
So is the kid going to age super fast, too?
Good point.
Are easy births the norm for betazoids?
Not according to my mother.
You can come in the rest of the way now.
Give me that baby!
Who are you?
No, Worf! Nice to see that Riker's come around. Once I heard there was no father, I didn't mind.
Wonderful. Thank you, Doctor, for everything.
Well, she's definitely attached, so hope nothing happens to this baby. But
I think the baby's innocent, but it's like, what's going to...
what
Now
was
I'm
that
worried,
thing?
like, this baby's not going to be in the rest of the show, I'm assuming. And if it's an actual baby, like, what happened?
Deanna, I wanted to see how you were and have a look at your
Oh! There you go.
baby.
Spock.
My goodness.
Growing up super fast. But if the baby's born on Starfleet, it's automatically in. Can't choose.
And it can't be relieved of duty.
4 Earth years old.
Ian, say hello to Captain Picard.
You mean he can talk?
Hello.
I was hoping he'd have a deep voice.
Hello, Ian.
Please don't worry. Everything is okay.
And remember, he's half Betazoid too,
That's true.
so he knows Picard's worried.
But is he half of a Betazoid?
No, they said his entire DNA only matched Deanna.
Oh,
Like,
really?
Like there was no
Okay.
father half of the DNA.
Okay.
Troy's child, the deadly cargo we're about to take on. In the hours since his birth, Troy's baby has continued his rapid growth.
So this guy will be dead in a few days, apparently.
Still, there is no indication as to who he is or why he is here.
And he's like cognitive, unlike, you know, the Spock from Searcher Spock.
Mm-hmm.
But is that because of his Betazoidness? Can he learn languages just through the brain? So many questions.
Data, look at this.
Data.
What?
My name. It is pronounced Data.
Oh?
You called me Data.
What's the difference?
One is my name. The other is not.
Yeah, come on. Imagine pronouncing someone's name wrong. I mean, like, what's the difference?
If the most innocuous specimen on the manifest list gets loose, it will destroy all life on the Enterprise in a matter of hours.
You're needed in Transporter Room 3.
Aye, sir. Excuse me, Doctor.
That's all right, Data. Whatever.
They're referring to the cargo, right?
That they're taking
not
on.
the
baby,
kid.
no.
Okay.
Oh, puppies.
Oh, not puppies in a costume, pretending to be something else. It's actual puppies.
I think he's actually grown since you dropped him off.
I like it here, Mommy.
I thought you would. Say thank you to Miss Gladstone for having you, and let's go get something to eat.
That's like a nice addition. Of course, they have to have daycare on the Enterprise because there's so many kids.
Right, yeah.
It's gotta suck for Troy too. Like, I'm guessing she's never had any kids before. Like, she finally has a kid, and then it's gonna grow up in like a week. So.
We will commence
Look who's back.
transportation on your command.
He was in like the first episode.
Yeah, it's nice to see that with Geordi becoming the engineer, they didn't just get rid of everyone else. There's still all the other helpers around.
It's almost as if, like, in between seasons, like, they remembered, oh shit, we don't have like a main engineering guy. I'll just make Geordi the engineering guy.
Do you want your supper now, too?
No, Ian, but thank you for the invitation.
You're welcome. Ow! Mom!
Let me see that.
When do you think the other shoe's gonna drop?
Yeah, good point. I don't know.
He allowed himself to be burned.
For the experience.
Who is he? Why is he here? What does he want?
But also, Troy, why would you give your son scolding hot soup and not say anything?
I think the captain wants to know if you're ready to tell us why you came here.
No, not yet.
Okay, so
I was gonna say she has to pull the Tony Collette. I am your mother. You will tell us.
wait, there's only one person who can fix the situation. Grandma.
Oh yeah, yeah. She wasn't even there for the birth. Come
Yeah.
on, bring her in.
Well, to be fair,
Just in the middle of space.
Kid was conceived and born in a day and a
Okay,
half.
yeah. They didn't have time to arrange travel.
Wesley looks a lot better in this than his, rainbow sweater.
Yeah, I really like it, honestly. Like, I'm glad not everyone is just wearing gray, but I do like it.
But sometimes the game is to know when to consider yourself before others. Give yourself permission to be selfish.
It's gonna be weird. With other characters, I can kind of ignore from, who they are as a person, but it's Whoopi Goldberg. It's like, obviously, I've just known who that is my whole life.
Yeah,
Like, it's gonna be like, oh, it's Whoopi Goldberg.
Captain, we have a malfunction in the containment area.
How serious?
Very.
But I don't know. I'm so used to Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier, but I feel like he's really settled into Picard here, where it's like I don't even think of him as, Xavier anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I know nothing about the Whoopi Goldberg character, like how much she's in the show, how big of a role she is. I feel like if she's like a very minor role, every time she comes on screen, I'll be like, oh, it's Whoopi Goldberg again.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I see what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, but who knows? Maybe she'll have a great, deep layered character. I don't know.
Mr. Crusher, report to the bridge.
Aye, sir. Gotta go.
Is he old enough to drink? I don't know. Or there's no alcohol, is there?
There's got to be alcohol, but I'm sure that's the equivalent of a Shirley Temple.
Thanks. For a dish of Dovlarian souffle? No, not for the souffle. I meant for the rest. That's why I'm here. Thanks.
The idea of a bartender character on the Enterprise is so interesting.
They couldn't have had this when Kirk was captain. He'd be down there with every blonde woman and green woman. It's like, they never get anything done.
Doctor, one of the specimens is growing.
Destroy it now.
I can't.
Data, prepare to jettison the module.
We can't do that either.
How very unlike Bones to want to destroy something right away.
Within 30 minutes, it's going to push out of its module. Within 2 hours, it'll break out of the containment area.
No. It can't break through this.
Yes, it will.
Do you remember what the cargo was?
Not specifically, I just know it's not good.
Can't be a living thing.
Transfer of all non-essential personnel to the saucer section. And if we lose containment, we should be prepared to separate.
Make it so.
We're gonna get a separation. Cut to the kid. Classic.
Yeah, you know he has something to do with it, but not sure what at this point.
I have to leave you now, or it'll be very bad for everyone.
What are you saying?
I have to leave now.
You're going to die. Sickbay, this is Counselor Troy. I need the doctor in my quarters now.
Wait, he just died right there? All right, so after we watch the episode, you want to film more of those bits?
Bits. What bits?
You know, like what we did for the first season?
Oh, you mean where I was like, hey guys, make sure to like the video. Those?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really want to do those.
Oh, okay. I mean, are you sure? I think it helped with engagement and stuff.
Aren't we enough?
Yeah, okay. Like, was he just like, I gotta go?
Yeah, off screen we see him pass out. Yeah, that's very bad editing.
The child is the source of the unusual radiation.
Ian said he's the reason the ship is in danger.
That analysis is correct.
Maybe the kid like did do like a death scene, but it was so bad.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, don't even show it.
Nope, not even worth it.
I thought he meant he was gonna physically leave the ship or like, do something to save the ship and sacrifice himself, not just literally die.
It must have been that atrocious that they couldn't have shown it, or they didn't want to show it. He must have went like, you know what I mean?
Well, geez, man, putting Troy through the ringer with this story.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
And that's the thing that came in the ship.
Yeah. Like, those are the answers. Like, oh, what can we do with Troy? Well, we won't have her sense an enemy. Let's just emotionally destroy her.
Yeah, let's just traumatize her.
He is a life force entity. When we passed each other in space, he was curious about us. So he decided the best way to learn, to be born, to live as one of us, and in that way to understand us. He said, thank you. I told him we will miss him, and I will.
Wow.
Poor Troy, man. Jesus.
How long is it going to take to develop a vaccine?
We may never develop one.
And all of this might have been in vain?
No, let's hope not.
Stand by to energize.
Good luck.
Why does he look so happy?
Yeah.
Oh, we might never develop one, but I get paid by the hour.
Captain Picard, I've thought about this a lot. I want to remain on the Enterprise.
No.
Hell no.
Have you discussed this with your mother?
No, sir. Before I do that, I'd like your permission to stay.
Wesley, it's a little more complicated than that.
I can't remember. Where did they say that he was going to go?
Just with his mom.
Okay. Well, you should go to Starfleet or try out for Starfleet again, right?
I don't know if a full year has passed or how long it's been.
His remaining will create difficulties for all of us.
Yes, indeed. With his mother gone, who will see to his studies?
Exactly. Of course, that duty will fall to Commander Data.
And who will tuck him in at night?
Come on, Commander.
I will accept that responsibility.
Now, Mr. Crusher, communicate with your mother at Starfleet Medical Headquarters, give her my regards, and tell her that you have my permission to remain on the Enterprise. But I will abide by her wishes.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I know she'll agree.
Sorry.
Yeah, it was bad.
Now, Mr. Crusher, engage.
Okay. So,
okay, yeah.
First of all, I felt like that flew by. Like, when the kid was dying in the bed, and then, like, I kind of, at first I was like, what? But then I kind of, like, realized that was going to be the resolution. I'm like, how far into this episode are we? Like, I thought we were halfway through.
Yeah, at first I'm like, this is taking a long time. And then when I realized, oh, wait, no, this is wrapping up really fast. I'm like, oh, that's it? That's like, I wouldn't call this the strongest opener.
Well, it doesn't have Dr. Crusher, so it's obviously the worst episode so far. But
so far.
No, but I mean, look, obviously that was my favorite character of the first season. I have no idea, is she not going to be in the season at all? I don't remember if her name was in the credits or not, to be honest. You know, I'm not going to like just be like, oh, well, the whole season's bad now because of one character. You know, I'm still keeping an open mind, but obviously I, you know, miss that character. This Dr. Polanski, it's cool that I'm just going to assume I'm right, that it's the returning actress from TOS. But basically, I feel about this episode like I do about a lot of season 1. The story itself, kind of take it or leave it. You know, we'll talk about it in the discussion, but like, the characters are what got me through it. Like, just seeing where all these characters now, a little bit time's passed, what has changed, and everything like that, and it's like I'm just more focused on that than, yeah, the story didn't grab me at all.
No, like the B storyline with like this, you know, cargo and like, oh, it's growing. Do we see any of that happen? That we just like hear about, like, oh, it's growing, but there was never like a huge like threat. I mean, they talked about, oh, evacuate to, you know, the saucer section just in case, but it's like it never felt like anything like, oh my god. Like the one thing that caught interest is when they look at the ultrasound and like Troy has this like cool ask like a bonding with it or trying to set like, oh, what is it? What's going on? And then like so everything after that, I'm like, didn't really hook me at all.
And the whole story she tells at the end after it leaves about what it was and what its purpose was very interesting, but we didn't get any of that. Like, it was like she explained what could have been a very interesting character, right? An alien that comes across humans and wants to experience what it's like to be human. But the thing only got to be 1 day old, or in its lifespan, like 8 years old or whatever, and then died. So it didn't even get to experience the full human. Wouldn't that be a cool, interesting idea for a character? Like, oh, I was just an alien and came across humans, so now I'm living a human life to see what it's like. That's an interesting idea, but we don't really get that in this episode, really.
Yeah, I just realized it wasn't worth it and pieced out.
And why did it have to die? Why was it the radioactive? Like, it just felt very like, we have to put something in this episode so that it dies and goes away and gets written off.
Yeah, I think I saw there was 3 writers for this episode, so maybe that's why I just got all jumbled up. It's like...
But season 1 kind of taught me that, at least right now, we'll see how the show goes, but like right now, the stories aren't all going to be amazing, you know what I mean? And I'm just like more honed in on the character stuff, which we didn't get like anything amazing in this episode, but it was just a nice first episode to see where everyone is and what has changed.
Yeah, let me just say, because of what people say about this season and last season, I'm not going to feel bad for not liking it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to feel guilty or feel dumb. I didn't like this one.
Yeah. It's someone's favorite episode, and for that, I'm sorry we didn't like it. But yeah, it did not grab me in that way at all, which is why I actually think it's good it's the first episode, because it had that leeway of just like, oh, I'm excited to watch Star Trek.
Yes, leeway of like, oh, look who's in a new costume. Oh, look who's here. Look who's a bit older. I don't know. There's a couple personable scenes I liked, but I'm sure we'll get into all that.
Yeah, well, all right. Well, there you go.